Can anybody hear me? Is there anybody out there? Hello, hello, hello. We're live. Well, I'm live. Welcome, everyone who's joining. My God, there's loads of you here already. Hey, guys. So this is my first proper live on YouTube. Thanks for coming on over. Hey, Kelly. Hi, Fiona Reed. Hello, Nicole Marseille. Hello. Oh, God, there's loads here. I feel like Nadia Sawalha. Yes, welcome to Cocktails and Conversations. There is no pressure during this to have to drink. So if you don't drink, I know some people in the comments already, I've been noticing some people have already said that they've got a cup of tea. A cup of tea is fine. A glass of water is fine. Anything you want to drink is absolutely fine. But if you want to join in, we're going to make mocktails. Nadia's going to tell you how to make a mocktail. And I am going to do an espresso martini and possibly as well a Eastern Standard. So I can't do it alone. This is our Saturday night. So please welcome the incomparable, the divine, the absolutely bloody gorgeous myself, joined, no, I'm joking. Please welcome the one and only Nadia Sawalha.
Woo!
Nadia?
Hello, everybody. What was that?
Oh,
hello.
Are we echoed?
Wasn't an echo before.
Right, I feel like you're on two tabs.
Oh, hang on. How's that? There we go.
Okay, one sec. You need to just remove, hold on, let me just remove. I think that's better. Test.
Okay.
You've got another tab open there. There we go. You had two tabs open. Hello, Nabs.
Hi,
You're right.
everybody. Isn't this exciting? First of all, thank you to everyone. I'm changing my light here because I'm a bit dark. Thank you to everyone that got Lee to 1,000 subscribers so we could do this.
I know. Thank you so much. Thank you to you.
Comments. Where are they?
If you just click the comments thing, they should come up.
Where?
They'll be on the right. So we've got loads. We can show some now. We've got Penny Leg 8. She says you're looking nice tonight, Nadia.
I made the effort.
Hello, Gabrielle. Hello, Nadia and Lee. Who else we got in?
Hello, Yasmin.
Oh, here we go. Jessica Woodstock. I'm sat in the bath watching this. Best bath ever, I think. Yes. Perfect now. Well, Jessica.
Brilliant. So you're putting them up there.
Yeah, I can load the comments onto the screen. Oh, here's a great comment. Oh, thanks, Fiona.
What is it? Somebody telling you you're gorgeous?
Says, oh, where do I go now? How do I get rid of that comment? That's hilarious. I can't actually take it. So thank you so much for joining me on my first live. I was going to say, it is my technically my.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Selena. Hi, Jackie.
I can't believe it. We've got 234 people.
Have we? And we've got people. We've got Janine from Egypt. Just tell us all where you are. Where are you all? I'm just going to close the door because obviously the neighbours are going to listen. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm going to close my patio door as well in a sec. Yeah, put in the comments box where everyone is. We'd love to know. So if anyone doesn't know, Nadia and I.
I'm just going to put my camera on, my other camera on, because I'm going to film some of this for the vlog.
Oh, fantastic! Double whammy.
Yeah, double whammy. So I'm just going to turn you around so you can so you can see this on the vlog. So here I am with Lee doing his
live.
Live, and there's lots of our subs there: Sharon, Brenda, Ashley, Selena, Margaret, Peter, Raspberry Mojito, Selena, Victoria, Beckett, MP, and we're having a ball. So I'm going to put you there so you can hear some of it.
So we've got near Manchester, Victoria Beckett's Sunny Warrington, Selena from Darlington. We've got Raspberry Mojito Girl, Scotland, Midlothian, Somerset, Ashley Gardner. Hey, Northwest London, that's me, Angela Fici. Where are you? I'm Northwest London as well. I'm over in Kensal Rise. So you might, if you're close, you might be able to hear me because my patio door's open. But
Knudsen, Essex, Reading, Victoria Bradwell, Leeds, Janice, I love Leeds, Denise, Yorkshire, Michelle, Wales. Shout out to Joe Pardon from Plymouth. Shout out to Joe Pardon from Plymouth.
So thanks for doing this. I was going to say this is my first proper live. I actually did a test live just on my own the other day, and it was one of the most embarrassing things because it kept going blurry, and I thought it was the internet connection. And then one of your lovely subs just said, "Have you tried wiping the lens?" And genuinely, that fixed it. Honestly, I got a new cable and everything, thinking it was something wrong, like hardware issue, and it just needed a cloth. So, if you want to follow along, if anyone, I know some people have got the ingredients. Shall I do?
I've got my mocktail here. Here's Maddie. Come and say hello to Lee. This is Lee's first ever live on YouTube.
Hey,
hi, darling. How are you?
I'm good.
She's
How are you?
Gorgeous, isn't she? Gorgeous?
She's gorgeous. Absolutely bloody stunning.
I know. She bloody is. Yeah. So I've got my mocktail.
Okay.
So that's mint, tonic water, ice, and if you haven't got any, here's Mark.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Kiki. Mark just come in with Kiki. Come and say hello. There's lots of our subs here.
Hello.
And
hello, we're live.
He's live. It's so exciting.
My God, this is like a proper, fully OB thing.
Look at all this. We've got the vlog going as well. Kiki, come and say hello to wish Lee luck.
Well done, Lee.
They're all here to wish you luck on your first live.
Oh, thanks, guys. I feel like I'm in the presence of YouTube royalty.
That's because you are.
Oh, it looks great. I'll look it out of your way.
Yeah, look, I'm vlogging it though.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It looks so cool.
Oh, thanks, Marky Mark.
It really does. And I love the way when you're on a handset, little comments are all coming up on the screen. Not just there, they're coming up here when you're on your handset.
Well, Lee chooses them and then they go over
so
there.
good.
It's really cool.
Look, this is one from Julie Burton. Hi, Mark. She
Hi,
says.
Julie. Oh, look, yeah, I recognise all the names. Oh, how lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, well, crack on. Get drunk.
Well, this is a mocktail I was just explaining. So, guys, fresh mint into the glass, right? And then I put about half a lime squeezed in and then another quarter of a lime. And is there a wooden spoon there? Oh, here it is. And then if you haven't got any syrup, this is really nice because this has got a little vanilla syrup. So when you're making a mocktail, it's really nice if you use a syrup with either a bit of vanilla or some other bit of flavour in it. Or you could put a little vanilla extract. But if you haven't got any syrup, you could just use icing sugar because it will melt really easily. Or melt a teaspoon of caster sugar or something in a little bit of hot water, not lots because you don't want to, and mix it up so that it melts. And then you put your sugar, your lime, and your mint in with a little muddler, a spoon of some sort, and you just bash it. So you really get, I mean, I went to Cuba years ago, and have you ever been to Cuba?
No, I wish I had.
Oh, you'd love it. But everywhere people are drinking mojitos and they do this. You get, the glass is filled with mint and they muddle it. They can muddle it and bash it and bash it and bash it. So then if you were making it alcoholic, you could really put whatever rum. It has a rum really, I think. And then you top it up with either sparkling water or tonic. Or if you're doing it as a mocktail, you could use apple juice and you top it up. And I had your massive ice cubes in here that I love that so much.
They're great, aren't they?
Your ice cube tray.
They're so good. I'll show the subs, or as I call them, the subjects.
I love that. The subjects. It was actually my idea. I bet he hasn't told you that, has he? Or was it yours? Actually, I don't
Do
know.
you know what I was going to say? I was going to say, I used to drink mojitos when I was like 19, 20, and maybe 21, and I first moved to Manchester. I used to live in Manchester for about 8 years. But when I was about 19 and 20, I was like, oh, I've moved to Manchester, and I used to drink mojitos.
Oh, I've moved to Manchester.
Yeah, but I used to just drink them thinking I was it. And I haven't had them in ages, but they're so nice for a hot, sunny day.
It has to be the summer drink. It has to be the summer drink.
And I didn't realize it was so easy to make it with not alcohol.
It's a really nice one to do without alcohol because you've got lots of flavour with the mint. You could also use ginger ale, because I know there was quite a few people that wanted a non-alcoholic cocktail, which is great. It's better for you.
I'm going to try that. I might have that tomorrow.
Lots of people love mojitos.
Yeah, we've got...
Let me just wipe it then. Somebody says I'm a bit blurry.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's a bit better. I did actually wipe it once.
You look gorgeous. I'm loving the shirt. I threw on a shirt as well.
It's a loose women's shirt. Yeah, we got tarted up for you, subs. This is a very special night. Couldn't have happened without you all pulling together.
Yeah, thanks so much to everyone who has subscribed already or who's just watching. I do really appreciate it. Nadia's been telling me to do this for ages, and it is annoying that I haven't done it sooner, because the hardest part was me just getting over myself slightly and doing it. So we're going to crack on though.
Well, just show them the two different sizes of the shot and see what you prefer.
Oh yes, so we've got
one
this.
or two, whatever you prefer. So this is shot one. So choose whether you like this, and then show them shot two.
We can flip between.
No, but what do you prefer? I'm just interested to see. Do you prefer shot two or shot one? Just answer.
So shot one is slightly further back.
That's shot one.
And then shot two is slightly to the front.
Oh, Michelle Nye saying she misses you on Loose Women. So do we.
Oh, thanks, Michelle.
Right, two.
Two. They're all saying two. Oh.
We'll see. Hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do two then.
Because it's more intimate.
Closer. All right. Well, it's
two.
Maybe we could start it like we started it, and then we're in now. We're shot two. Everyone's saying two. All right. Okay. Shot two. It is great. So, also, do we need the names, guys? Do we need the names? I can do this. Look, watch. 1, 2, 3.
Woohoo!
So, loads of people think espresso martinis are quite hard to make, and the reason I think they think that is because they look impressive, but they're actually so easy.
I think it's the froth on the top.
It is the froth on the top. You're right.
And you're not going to be able to do that, are you?
Oh, darling. I mean, I'm not going to say too much, but I think I can. I get a very, very good froth.
He gets a good froth. We're just talking about espresso martinis. I'm talking to the vlog phone at the same time.
If there's one thing people know about me, it's I know how to get a good froth.
Ooh!
So what you'll need is Janine Amory is saying that it is George Michael's favourite drink.
Oh, was it? Oh, we love a bit
espresso martini.
So
we will need. Okay, so I'm just going to move the camera slightly to show you.
Coffee liqueur in it.
Yeah, it needs a coffee liqueur because that softens it a little bit and makes it, because otherwise it's just coffee and vodka. So it needs a kind of base. So that's a bit like a mixer. So I'm using Tia Maria, but you can also use Kahlua, or you can get coffee liqueurs. Yeah, very good. You can get any kind of coffee liqueur. There's some really nice ones.
Well, let me show you another one I got sent, subs. You might like this. Subjects, I mean.
Drew Haler. Hello, Lee and Nadia. May I have a shout out? Of course you can. Oh, Janine, you were his greatest fan. Hi to Drew. Hi, Laura.
Did you have a nice day? Have you eaten anything? No, I'm looking.
Laura doesn't like coffee. Sorry, Laura.
I've got fish and chips for you. Look, this is really nice.
Ooh, that looks good.
Coffee brew, coffee liqueur. It's really
yeah, that would be perfect. You know what? I would even, if you don't want to wait, well, it depends. I'd use that instead of Kahlua. It'll probably be nicer.
It's hotter than Kahlua.
So,
tiramisu.
Oh, right. Yeah, nice for a tiramisu. So then you just need a vodka, any kind of vodka. But I actually have got, and I use this because I like it a little bit sweeter anyway. I've got a vanilla vodka. I use vanilla vodka for porn star martinis, which I'll have to do one week because they are great. So actually, I'm using a vanilla vodka, but you can just use a standard vodka, or if you don't like vodka, but I don't actually like vodka, but it's never really an issue in espresso martinis. But you can substitute it for gin, and you can do a gin one. But I'm going to do vodka because you can't really taste it. Bit of sugar syrup, and then that's it. Oh, and of course, espresso. So the froth is hard. I'm just going to put you up a little bit here. The froth.
A little espresso. Look, this is the cup. Mark and I both bought each other exactly the same. Well, we bought lots of Christmas presents, but we both bought each other this. Isn't that weird?
What, by accident?
Yeah. Nearly every Christmas we buy each other at least one of the presents is the same.
So, espresso-wise, get a shot of espresso. So if you've got a coffee machine, if you've got a pod coffee machine, just have an espresso shot. If you're using if you're using instant coffee, just make a kind of what you would make with an espresso shot. So don't put too much water in. It's just a standard, like a shot, basically, and of espresso. So where
do you usually drink an espresso martini, and what drives you to order one?
So they are.
Is it you think you've had enough to drink and you're going to fall asleep?
No, it's basically. Yeah, it's basically if I need a bit of a pick-me-up and I'm thinking I'm slightly flagging here, I will order an espresso martini, and I will then possibly, if I think others are flagging, I will suggest they will also have an espresso martini.
So it's when you don't want the night to end.
And I will never have more than two, but one's usually enough. It just gets you going, and also sometimes they're really good. Rather than having a dessert, it's like a nice little after meal. So I've got a bit of a fancy coffee machine because I'm obsessed with coffee. So you'll probably hear some grinding going on. I will show you it. I'm going to grind my espresso.
Your shirt is gorgeous. Don't you like your shirt, guys? Give us a full whack. Go back to number 1 so we can see you. Do we both have to be on the same shot? Can I go on 1 and you go on 2, or 2?
I can do this.
Yeah, because I think you need to be bigger when you're making the espresso, when you're making the drink.
Right. Well, I'll show you this for now because I'm just going to grind this. So it's going to be a bit loud. So do bear with.
Oh my God! Are these your moves when you bring somebody back?
You know what? I got this coffee machine.
I am sailing. Well done, Janine. I am sailing.
I got this coffee machine. I got this coffee machine thinking in the morning, if I've ever, got a guy over, in the morning, I can make them a coffee and be like, oh, it's never happened. I haven't used it on anyone but myself.
Why? Because you never let them stay the whole night.
I'm just so single. No, it's because I got it just before lockdown. COVID happened. No one's allowed over. So I'm going to brew a.
You're craving is giving you snake hips, Lee.
I'm going to brew a coffee. While I do that, okay. So I'm doing a shot of espresso there. So while I do that, get your ice, okay. Now we've got giant ice cubes going on. So here we go. And you know what I've done?
Look at these guys. Lee bought me these. I just love them. And as Lee says, the thing is, people always think water down the drink, but actually it just doesn't melt. This is it.
No, yeah, the more, sorry, let me just go back to 2. The more ice, the better. The more ice, the better. So,
that. Look.
Well, I'm using these square ones. They're massive.
Oh, it's lovely in it, Lee. Look.
Yes, they do. But no, sorry. So you need to put the ice in a cocktail shaker or a shaker of some sort first. Have you got one?
My mum's got it.
Okay. Have you got like a NutriBullet cup or anything like that?
I'll get a jar.
And do you know what I've done as well? I've put my glass in the freezer. So I've frozen the glass beforehand. So you want to put, I've got these giant ice cubes. So I'm just going to put 2 ice cubes in the shaker. Okay. But if you've got small ones, just do a decent amount. The more ice, the better. And like Nadia said, sometimes it looks like it'll water down, but it won't. The more ice you have, it keeps it colder for longer, so it will take less time to dilute. Victoria Beckett, where did you get the ice cube trays from? If you were asking that, I actually got them from Amazon. Just search giant ice cubes.
Look at the size of the giant. I mean, these ones, the square ones, are just.
I've lost you a little bit there. Sorry, what did you say there? I lost you a bit. The square ones are massive. Actually, do you know what happened with the square ones? I had a really thin. Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they? Massive. I had a really thin glass, and I dropped a square one into the glass from quite a height. I don't know why. Broke the glass. So just be careful when placing it in.
Massive. Look. You can't, it doesn't even show on the screen how big it is. Look, compared to my eye.
So, okay, I'm just gonna back out a bit there. You want a vodka. So if you've got a measure, get yourself a measure like one of these, but it's basically 50 ml of vodka. So each measure, that's 25, the small one, and that's 50. Okay. Look, I've even got these little things. I've gone all out. That came in my cocktail set.
I want one of those. I want one. It's not there.
I'll send you it. So you pour 50 ml. To be honest, I've just realised as well. I need to try and do this quickly because I've just poured a freshly brewed espresso. Don't want the froth to go. 25 ml of your coffee liqueur. So a half measurement of that.
Sorry, wait for me. What did you do?
All right. So,
no, it won't fit.
So 50 ml of vodka.
Right.
50 ml of vodka.
50 ml. What is that? That's like this, isn't it?
Have you got a measure?
Is it that? Is it half of that?
No, I think it'll be the full of that. That's a 50 ml.
Yeah.
So do the whole of that. Pour it in the shaker, and then in the same glass, pour half that glass of coffee liqueur.
Half the glass, okay, coffee liqueur.
Yeah.
Is anyone else doing this?
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you made an espresso?
Yeah.
All right, pour that in.
But I've just poured all the froth away.
It should be fine because the ice will bring it back up. Now, a bit of sugar syrup, if you've got some, depending on how
sharp, isn't it?
Yeah, so dependent on how much, I quite like it sugary, but I've done about a third of a 25 ml measure there. Pour that in. You can always add more.
Yeah.
Get your shaker and give it a really good shake. This might be quite loud here, guys. But here we go.
Oh, Lucy.
It's
everywhere.
What do you mean?
I haven't got a lid that fits.
Oh. What you can do if you wanted to, if you don't have shakers or anything, if you've got like a NutriBullet type blender or a mixer, you can do it in that. That's a bit more faff. Just shake as much as you can. Keep it going.
Found it. I found the one that will fit the other one. Hang on. Okay. Right. I didn't realise the froth was just made by shaking it. Cantare, whoa, volare.
Gabrielle, just like Tom Cruise, Lee. Thank you, Gabrielle.
Tom Cruise. Oh, it's frothy now.
The subs are laughing, subjects are laughing, saying typical Nadia. Nadia, what you like? Ha ha.
Everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Okay, so now we pour it in our. Oh, you know what I've got? I've got a coffee bean.
And yes, get some coffee beans for garnish. Hello, Julie Neary. Shout out to Julie. So if you've got a couple of coffee beans to do so, I like to put them just on the edge of the glass. I'm not going to show you it yet. I want to show you the finished product. And then after this, we're going to sit and have questions. Oh, I put too many beans on that, but it's fine. You're pour into either a martini glass, but I like a little round coupe, and you should have something.
Coupe-ish thing. Maybe I should go for that then.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh no! Oh, you've got a coupe. Okay.
And then if you look, see here.
Oh shit! It's gone everywhere.
This is how it should look.
Mine doesn't look anything. Ah! How did you make? Do I need to shake mine more? Yeah,
you want to shake it as. I mean, oh, yours looks a bit like Coke.
Rubbish.
You try and also.
I've got bits of ice in it.
Oh my god.
Why did your ice break? Mine's rubbish. Look at that. It looks like it's been left to soak in the washing up.
And you know what you did? You might have. Let's try it anyway. Should we try it?
I'm not very excited. Looks a bit shit. Definitely.
No, listen.
Should I shake it again?
Well, you can do, but did you brew your espresso quite early and have it ready?
Yeah, but it was frothy.
It was frothy, yeah. How's it taste?
It's not pleasant.
Oh,
why is it so nice? Mine's horrible. I can't work out what's wrong with it.
Is it a bit watery?
It's a bit everything.
Did you put enough ice in it? How many big ice cubes did you put in?
It's very cold.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well, listen, we're not experts.
Yours is really dark.
It does depend entirely on the brew, but what you might have to do is I've always found shaking it. Here we go, Victoria Bradwell. Pour it back in the jar and shake for longer. Use the lid to not get any ice in it. Oh, I forgot what I did, which I should have done.
Strained it.
No, I didn't even do that. I didn't even strain it. But if you've got one of these, you should strain it. I totally forgot to strain it.
Betty's got that.
So straining it is a good idea. There's no point me doing that now because I've still got the, but that will stop it being as.
It just looks so weak. Do you think I put too much coffee in? I put that much coffee in.
No, it shouldn't matter.
Wow. Okay, let's try now. And then I've got to use the lid to strain it. Good thinking. God, thank God for Victoria Bradwell. You should have been telling me this.
I know. I should have. I totally forgot to strain it.
No, but then I won't get the fluff. Oh!
Let me see it. Let me see it.
I can't believe how badly this has gone. I was straining the ice and the ice. It looks a bit better.
Oh yeah, that's better. That's better.
I've got a bloody great lump of ice in the middle. It's literally everywhere. This now. Hang on. I need some kitchen roll.
That's better. I should have strained it as well. I completely forgot. But if you have one of these guys, you can stick it on top of your cocktail shaker. These don't cost a lot at all. You stick it on like that, and then you strain it in. I'll show you here. So you would strain it in like that.
So is yours fairly sweet?
Yeah, so I like mine sweeter. So I do put a little bit more sugar syrup. But the sugar syrup's not a massive issue because you can just add it. I find that with a lot of cocktails and with my friends, they don't like it as sugary as I do. But I've got a real sweet tooth, and I just love it. So the best thing to do is not add too much sugar if you're making it for. And also, yeah, the vanilla vodka Connor just said does help as well. Oh,
that's a bit better.
Yeah. We're getting there. Listen.
Has anyone else made it? Is anyone else drinking one?
I'm going to move over here.
Mary
what's everyone drinking?
Mary Poppins is Lee's all-time favourite musical, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, not musical as such, but Disney film I'm obsessed with. I've got a bit of a light there, haven't I? Hold on. I told you earlier about my...
Can we do a bit of jukebox dressing room?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just going to turn the vlog off for a bit. So Lee, when we were at Loose Women, when he's working there too, we do this jukebox dressing room where he has to open the door and I just have to say a musical and he has to sing a line from it.
Go on.
What I'm going to do is I'm not going to say the music. I'm just going to open the door and then you're going to just sing a line from a musical.
Open what door? Oh, to the dressing room, the virtual dressing room.
I haven't actually got a door. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go. Open.
I tell you what, why don't we ask the subjects to put a musical in the comment box?
That's very brave. What? And then you'll just choose one that you know.
Well, I'll just choose a random one, and I know most of them. That's the trick. Choosing a musical that I don't know.
Okay.
Julie,
the Saskia guy.
Tonight, it all began tonight. We made an espresso martini on the live.
Brilliant. Next one. Greatest Showman.
All the stars of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night shine will never be enough I love that. That never enough. I know everyone bangs on about This Is Me from that musical, but never enough when she sings it in the opera house. I pretended I was her so much, miming in a frock.
I love that movie. I really wasn't expecting to, because we went with the kids and we thought Mark was going to hate it as well, because he hates musicals.
Just
And we were reviewing it. We were going to be reviewing it afterwards. And he said, I'm not going to tell you a single thing about how I'm feeling. I could see, because I was sitting behind them, I could see the girls looking at Mark, looking at Mark, looking at Mark, looking at Mark. And we got back and the girls gave their opinion, you know, for the review. And then he went, well, and I've got to say, and they were like this, their little faces went, I loved it. I'm like, no!
That's like Simon Cowell. So he's like, it wasn't great. It was fantastic.
And he loved Evan Hansen. That's the other two musicals. Oh, he loves West Side. Mark, do you like West Side Story?
Love it.
Oh, he likes West Side Story.
I think West Side Story is my mum's favourite, actually.
Oh, it's one of my favourites. Oh, he likes Chorus Line.
Love Chorus Line.
When will I go tits and ass? Do you know how it begins with the I want to be an ice cream, I want to be a table?
Yeah, yeah.
I will try to be a table.
I'm so excited because I'm going to go to the High School of Performing Arts. I mean, I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyway, it's the first day of acting class and we're in the auditorium and the teacher, Mr. Carr, puts herself on the stage with our legs around everybody, one in back of the other. And he says, okay, we're going to do improvisation. You're on a bobsled, it's snowing out and it's cold. Okay, go. Every day for a week, we would try to feel
motion.
It's called Nothing from a chorus line. Great, great.
Nothing. Oh, I love that. I love that song. Because I have felt like that sometimes in drama classes where I just think, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, well, I remember being in an audition once, a workshop audition. And they went, right, stand up. We all stood up really nervous. He went, be purple. And we were like, what? He went, be purple. And then we were all kind of like looking around. He went, why is no one being purple? And we were like,
there's a lot of drama teachers that are such egomaniacs. What would you do to be purple? I think I'd be very...
I walked majestically. And that's what he went...
Go on, walk majestic, be purple, go on. Be it.
I was like this. And the worst thing was, he went, you're not being purple. And I went, I am. I was just walking like my normal self. I was like, I can assure you, I am being purple, actually.
I am just about as purple as any living human being could be. Royal purple, Jenny Ward.
Yeah,
Barney
it's majestic. Barney the dinosaur. Is that how I walked?
Raspberry Mojito says you did brilliantly, Lee.
Joe Smith, okay. Evita. Do you like Evita?
I went to the premiere with Madonna, and she was right there. I saw her.
Clang.
I went to the premiere, and it was really sorry. Well, she didn't know me. I didn't know Mrs. But it was just a bit stressful. It was a very stressful premiere. So I never know with those premieres where you feel you're a bit tarted up. You've got really tight Spanx on. Madonna's there. She's a god. You've just tripped your way all the way up the red carpet. You feel a bit stressed. You're hot. You're hungry. You want to drink. They do speeches. So nearly always when you go to a premiere, you're a bit like, oh, fucking hell, that was a nightmare.
We've got
so I had a sense that I didn't like it.
Yeah, but that might have been, do you know what? It was on at the open air theatre and I didn't go and see it, but I think if I had seen it live as a stage production, I'd be like, this is amazing. But
really?
I'm not.
I've only got 1% battery. Hang on.
Oh.
Oh my God. I didn't know what was going to happen. Hang on, I'm going to take you over here. Hang on. You can carry on talking.
We've got if we lose Nadia, it means that her charge is gone. You're plugged in now. Okay. We've got a question from Drew Haylett.
Yes.
What's your top 5 favorite cocktails and why? Top 5.
That's too many. Don't think
Well,
I know 5.
Well, Drew, I can tell you that my top old-fashioned porn star martini, espresso martini, one called an Eastern Standard, which is a gin one.
Is it because of what happened when you had one, or is it the memories? What makes a cocktail your favorite cocktail? Is it?
No, it's more about taste. Yeah, for me, cocktail, it's more about taste. If you know what I mean.
How often do you buy a cocktail in London? I mean, for those of you who have no idea how much Lee could do mastermind, as he could do a mastermind specialist subject. Actually, they just asked me to do celebrity mastermind.
Have they?
And I thought I should put Lee forward to. Oh, they ask me every year, and every year I say I can't remember my own children's names. How am I going to do mastermind? But I thought of you because I thought we could do Mary Poppins and Soho House menu.
Yeah, or just alcohol in general, like cocktails. The thing is, I don't really cook, so I'm very much.
You're not really into food, are you?
Not massively, but for me, cocktails is a bit like a way of kind of, because it's mixing stuff and its ingredients. I prefer doing that. So in lockdown, I've tried to perfect a few cocktails. It's more of a thing when you're making it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like an event, but there's nothing beats a cocktail at a really good restaurant where they've made it well. Nothing beats that.
Do you remember my show, Family Feasts? I don't know if anybody saw the episode with the Middle Eastern episode, and that guy has a restaurant called Baya. I'll take you there one day, Lee.
Ooh.
All the breads are homemade, and the cocktails have things like wild hibiscus flower syrup, and they make all the syrups themselves. And they're not like over alcohol, but they're just delicious. They're just delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And those beautiful frozen glasses. Oh.
We had some questions for you.
Okay.
I'm trying to find them, but if anyone has more questions, put them in the comment section. You can ask you anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean she'll answer, but you can ask it.
Exactly.
She probably will answer, though.
I buy these nuts, right? Mark was like, unsalted. And I'm like, yeah, because I want to be healthy. What do you think I'm going to do now?
Eat the bag.
Huh?
Put salt on them.
Yeah. It's such a con.
So you bought unsalted nuts to then have to put salt on them yourself?
No, because in my mind, I wasn't going to eat them salty. Do you know what I mean? It's a con.
Yeah. And then you get to it.
In my head, I was going, that'll be good. I'll eat unsalted nuts.
Kelly O'Brien has said, Lee, who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, I want to know that. Who is your celebrity crush?
Well, I mean, crush is a bit of a weird one because it suggests. I will tell you this.
Who would you like to slide into your DMs and ask you out?
I mean, I love Zac Efron, but I will tell you this story of when.
Oh my God, I love Zac Efron.
Yeah, Zac Efron's a bit of an obvious choice, but I'll tell you this story actually. Harry Judd came on Loose Women, and I love Harry Judd. He is a bit of a crush.
Sweet.
Anyway, Ruth was anchoring, and I said to Ruth, "Oh, I'm obsessed with Harry Judd. I love Harry Judd." And, Ruth being Ruth was so lovely. She went, oh, next time, you know, you'll have to tell me and I'll introduce you and whatever. Anyway, then she saw him and I was walking past and she went, oh, Harry, Lee, and beckoned me over. And I was so embarrassed because she was about to say, this is Lee. He's a big fan of you. And when you're a kind of overtly gay man and you say to a very good looking man,
straight
he's
man,
a massive fan. Yeah, straight man. It basically means this is Lee. He fancies you.
yeah.
So she didn't realize. So she was about to do it. So I just went, yeah, massive fan of McFly back in the day. Because I was so embarrassed. I didn't want him to think like I was only a fan because I saw him. So yeah, essentially. So I had to like cut Ruth off. I went, yeah, massive fan of McFly. Darren Hook.
Everyone's saying that my Wi-Fi is annoying.
It went a little bit when you were moving around, but you're stable now. You're stable. Darren Hook says, can you do the Italian accent from Second Thoughts? I don't know what that means.
Hello, my name is Gina and I am sleeping with you tonight. That was my character in Second Thoughts.
I don't know what that
means. My name is Gina and I am sleeping with you tonight.
I've not seen Second Thoughts.
Oh my God, it's years ago. Google it and see it. It'll make you laugh.
Okay.
It'll make you laugh. And the thing was, it was Studio One, a huge studio audience, and I'd only been a theatre actress before then. And you know, we'd rehearsed and you know, we'd done all the rehearsals. This was for ITV. It was my first sitcom, and my first line was, "Hello, my name is Gina. I think I am sleeping with you tonight." And the whole audience roared with laughter, and I nearly collapsed.
Well, because you didn't expect it to get a laugh.
I didn't know it was funny.
What was that story about you on? Was it you on stage?
With the prawn ball.
The prawn ball. Terrible. What? Can you tell it?
So I was on stage, and I had to stride across the stage in a really flouncy, full of myself way. And I had stilettos on. In the previous scene, the actor had been eating a Chinese takeaway and swept the Chinese takeaway off the table in rage. And the stagehand was supposed to come and clean everything up, but they missed a prawn ball. As I was striding across the stage, my stiletto heel went into the prawn ball. Kiki, you probably never heard this story. I went flying up in the air and I landed on my stomach and was completely winded, couldn't breathe. It was a really small theatre. And literally, audience members were there, and I was like, you know, that's really bad. And I had to be carried off the stage.
Oh, honestly, in a school production of Sweeney Todd, I played some Italian assistant called Angelo, and there was in a scene there was some rice that had been dropped on the floor, and that no one had cleared the rice up. It was a school production. You didn't have stage managers, much to my annoyance. So I then had to. So there was this kind of scene where I had to catch pies, and there was pies flying everywhere. And you see on the production, it's videoed. I've got the videos somewhere. I'll post on my story. And I'm like this, and I catch something, and I fall straight on this rice. And then I had a solo song. I had a solo song to sing afterwards, and the audience, I was laughing throughout the song. And it was like, the song was like, I've just realized he was turning people into pies. And I was going, it was something like, there's something strange in this place. And I was going, there's something strange in this place. Like I was, and people were like, you were just laughing as if we couldn't see you were laughing. I was pretending I wasn't.
I remember having one of those where I was playing Mary Seacole. I was playing Mary Seacole. You know, the famous nurse?
Yeah.
Big Jamaican woman. So I was having to pretend that I was Jamaican. I was about 15, 14, I was having to pretend that I was about 18 stone and Jamaican. So I was like trying to inhabit this like big, like sort of, and the whole thing was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous that I'd been casted. The whole thing was just stupid. But I'd really thrown myself into it because I got this part and I had to give my 100% to it. And so we're in this war scene and I'm sat on the floor on my knees and they've got a soldier's head in my lap. And the whole scene is going, there's a whole scene going on in front of me and I'm gently stroking this soldier's head. An 18 stone Jamaican woman. And he starts to get dead. He's supposed to be dead, and I'm supposed to be like silently like weeping, and then this big scene going on. So he starts laughing, and then I start laughing.
Oh, don't! It's the worst.
God, it was agony, and I was laughing and laughing, and then I was dribbling on him, and I was laughing. Snot was falling on him, and I was like, yeah. Because the whole thing was the theatre of the absurd. I'm like, what are we all doing?
Oh, it's honestly, I've done that before.
We're doing the main scene in front of me. Terrible.
Well, do you remember talking of falling over? So we're at Loose Women and Nadia is rehearsing or pre-recording with Anne Diamond, Andrea, her, and I think Linda Robson dressed as ABBA. And we have this floor manager, Jack, who is the nicest guy, the funniest, nicest, just brilliant Jack. You might have seen him. He's been on GMB a few times and he knows all the Oscar winners. Wears bow tie. He's amazing.
The audience that sit in the audience at Loose Women will know him.
Yeah, you'll know. Anyway.
People are saying they've got a real problem with my Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Is it only you, Laura? Maybe it's your Wi-Fi. Anyone else having a problem with Wi-Fi?
Anyway, yeah, he was on this morning through Halo. Anyway, poor Jack's running around. There's this smoke screen and he runs. And Nadia's there.
We're on stage.
She's on stage.
I'm not on stage in the studio, and he's down the other end, isn't he? Behind the cameras.
Behind the cameras, and he runs to get something the other end of the studio, and he falls literally like this up in the air and falls down. Anyway, Nadia was just gone. She's gone.
Was dressed as ABBA. Look up, Google Linda and Nadia on.
Yeah, ABBA. It was the funniest thing.
What was Anne Diamond was on? And you'll see the clip. I know
Anne Diamond's on the keyboard as Bjorn, I think. And it was one of those moments at work when I think, this is work. Like, what's going on?
I was laughing so hard. I wet myself, and Matthew Kelly was sat in the front row, and I had gold lame trousers on. That was so awful. So I wet myself in front of Matthew Kelly on stage on a live show.
Oh. There's few people who are asking about Loose Women and going back. I have no idea, guys, but the minute we're allowed back audience-wise, I hope you're all going to apply for tickets and come along, because I'll be there.
John Barrowman falling off his seat was a classic.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the... I wasn't there for that. I was gutted.
Question for you. Can you and Nadia do a Big Brother watch-along on YouTube or Instagram? One day this week, so last week, it would be so funny. Well, we tried to, but our internet was terrible.
I know, it's such a struggle. I've got now a wired connection.
Maybe we could do this on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've now plugged this in wired, because you forget you can actually still use a wire. So my Wi-Fi is terrible. So on my phone, Instagram's probably a little bit harder. But
what we'll do is we'll do a live of my YouTube channel, and then more people that don't know you can get to know you. And this works better. Some people are saying my Wi-Fi is terrible, though.
Oh, really?
Everyone on Nadia says Laura. Laura.
Do a charity. MP says do a Charity Shop Sue impression. Have you seen Charity Shop Sue? She's a YouTube sensation.
No.
It's like, oh, it's so funny, and it's acting. She pretends, so it's this character, and she works in a charity shop. She's the manager, and she goes up and she's like, "If I came up to you now and offered you a pina colada, what would you say?" And she's very much, and she's like, "Hey up, Chazzers, it's Charity Shop Sue." It's a bit of a piss take of Mary, Queen of Shops. Do you remember that?
Oh, I love that. So where can I watch this?
It's on YouTube. Charity Shop Sue. It's a channel. So funny. Have a watch. How's the espresso going down? Sorry, how did I get the job on Loose Women?
How did you get the job?
Very randomly. I used to do stand-up comedy, and I was spotted at a gig doing stand-up, and someone there worked on the show and was like, "Oh, come along and do it," and that's how I did it. And I always remember you, Nadia, on your first show, because I'd done a few that week. Sorry, on one of my first shows that week with you, and I'd done a show that week, and I was all very like, "Ooh." And Nadia was the first person to come up and shook my hand and went, "Hello, I've not met you yet. Hello," and just said hello. And I remember,
really?
yeah, and I really remembered that because I was obviously like this. Because you go in and you do that, and you try and not show. It's such a weird industry. You try and pretend you're not nervous because it's almost seen as a weakness. And so I was like, yes, I'm great at this. It was very much imposter syndrome, and it took about a year to.
That's why I always make sure that I go up and say hello to everyone, because that's what it's like. It's incredibly daunting to go into something. I mean, when I first went into EastEnders on my first day, I thought I was going to be physically sick. I remember actually a couple of weeks after I joined, another new character joined, and she was hiding in the toilet for ages. She had a big scene in the Vic, and she completely freaked out and went into the toilets, and they were trying to talk her out of the toilets because it's incredibly scary going on to these shows that have been there for years.
Yeah, I imagine. There was a comment earlier, actually. Someone asked who was your favourite person to work with in EastEnders? Who was your favourite EastEnders? Not character, I assume, person to work with.
Well, I really liked Rosa, who played the boy's mum, the Italian boy's mum. I really liked Martin Kemp. He was such a sweetie. But my favourite actor to work with, and I don't know his name now, he played the first vicar, not the second vicar, short with dark curly hair, RSC actor, and he was very funny, very funny. I loved him. You're right, Diane. Okay. Yeah. But it's such a long time ago. It's like 20 years ago.
Oh my gosh, doesn't time fly? Doesn't time fly as well? We've done this for an hour. We're an hour in. You are freezing for me now. You just froze for me.
Oh, so annoying. Oh, it's so annoying. I'll have to work on my thing for next time.
Well, yours is usually amazing. It might just be a signal thing, but
is this any better?
Yeah, I can hear you now. This is the thing, though. Don't you think we've just got so used to kind of the whole, oh, can you hear me now? Like the Zoom calls. Also, can I just discuss like how Zoom calls just all of a sudden stopped? I can't remember the last time I had one. People just it was like an unspoken thing where it's like, yeah, we don't Zoom anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, I'm driving everyone mad. Look, it says it's really annoying.
Well, I tell you what, we've been here for an hour anyway, Nadia.
Lee, do a final song for us. Do a final song.
Which what? Name a musical to do it. I wonder if. Oh, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night.
Oh.
I've got a piano, but I don't think I can play it.
You're allowed.
Not allowed. It's copyright. Guys,
how fast did that hour go?
So fast. We definitely should do this again, even if it's just sat having a chat. I've really enjoyed. Thanks so much for everyone joining as well. I really appreciate it. And
you're so lovely. Tell all your friends.
And what do I do now? Oh wait, I've got a little overlay. Look, hold on. Here we go. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. That's right.
Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, that's lovely.
Nadia,
sorry, I was eating nuts.
Oh, don't worry at all. I'm going to go and pour myself another drink. And I'll catch your live later. You're going to do a live at 10, are you?
10:30. We'll be live.
Oh, Faith Goodman, it's been great, Lee and Nadia. Thank you. Thanks, Faith.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.